drink some beer! 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 Beer!
Guys, again, sorry, got busy, but we're here now. And if you're lucky, I'll even get this uploaded tonight. What are we looking at? We're looking at Victory. Victory is the brewery. Prima Pils from Victory. The alcohol percentage on this is... And Paul from PA Brew News tried to give a spoiler alert. It's 5 something. I don't know. That's what the top looks like. There isn't much life left on the battery. We've got stuff going on upstairs. I heard my brother-in-law come in, so this isn't going to be a very long one. I apologize for putting it off to the end, but you can see I got a care package, and probably getting the credit for the most unique care packages. This would be from Bulwark 1911. Granted that it doesn't die. I'm going to try to do this at the end, and if I don't get to the care package today, I'll show you everything that's in there tomorrow. So it's like a double tap for Bulwark 1911. A good guy. He's been a good friend for years, and it's out of the blue, he does little care drops every now and then, and the boxing just cracks me up. Other than that, we also have a new play toy, Palmetto State Lower, and a cool upper. And of course, this is considered a pistol because this is not a stock. It's just gives a single point sling mount and a couple of battery tubes. And I'm sure, you know, it would hurt like hell if you actually were to fire all this heavy recoiling through the 5.56 round. So, yeah, gonna get the opportunity to get out and shoot this. More on that. For right now, let's just talk beer. Oh, and New York Half-Ass Prepper sent me something from something called the Red Sea. A Red India Pale Ale from Sloop Brewing. Looks like something else out of New York. 6.7% by volume. Made a comment about, speaking of C's, made a comment about the X, and Paul from PA Brew News cracked me up. He said that he doesn't have her, you know, referring to 666, that he doesn't have her on retention. Yo, yeah! Just patriotic stuff, that's all, patriotic stuff. Okay, let's take a... Yeah, I got plenty of time on the battery. I don't know what the hell the deal is. Last Sunday out at the shack trying to get some fun stuff with the 50 cal and the muzzle brake, Epsilon there from VG6 Precision, and neither one of the... Tell you, for the shoot this year, well, first of all, this may sound silly, I had more fun just hanging with the guys and loading weapons and handing them off. So, but might have to pick up a few more batteries for the GoPro or something. Okay, plenty of carbonation. It has almost looks like a wheat beer. You know, most pilsners are, you know, crystal clear, but with some color. And this one's not. Plenty ahead. Okay, cheers. I mean, all this craft beer has really kind of wrecked it for what would be a Pilsner, but that's really good. I guess when it comes to stuff like IPAs and stouts and oatmeal stouts and that kind of shit, you know, you get all these flavors in there, and it's like real easy to say, you know, piney or grapefruit or bread, or this is pilsnery, kind of pilsnery. I'm sorry, maybe we should just get right to Bulwark's care package because this is really good. I just has, it's not hoppy. It's like a, compared to say something like the Bush Girl or tickle tickle tickle. You know, your typical domestic pilsner. I would just say that this is like something on steroids. It has a lot more flavor. Kind of a dry bitterness to it. It's got like everything that you'd get out of your typical domestic pilsner, but just more flavors and stuff in there. But again, pilsner ish flavors. Yeah, as far as a pilsner goes, man, it's outstanding. I mean, I like it. Kind of a grassy kind of. I'm just trying to throw shit out there to make it worth your while to watch this, because you just get in front of a camera and go, it tastes like it's pilsnerish. It tastes like beer. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Love you all. Thanks for watching. I'm just drawing just a good heavy hitting pilsner. I'll just have to leave it at that. As far as pilsner goes, if I found out that there was nothing left but pilsners on the face of the planet, and I had my choice of Budweiser, Miller, Busch, blah blah blah, or this from Victory, going with this. And wow, I think as far as a pilsner goes, this is like right up there with Oscar Blues. Their little yellow pills is really good. The one that I've had, I'm trying to think of all the ones, and of course they're all coming from like these microbrews. So again, it just shows you these guys put their heart and their soul and good ingredients into their beers, and it shows. So E-scale, as the camera is soon to die. I have to say it, in the Pilsner world, this guy's a 10. If it was, this or Vampire Slayer. But still good. And this was from Joe K. I want to say thank you, Joe. Tomorrow, again, sorry if there's a tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a rendezvous with an eye doctor to at least get a script so that I can eventually get the contacts. But gotta start it off somewhere. If we're here tomorrow, we'll be looking at something from Ed. And I've heard a lot of good things about this. I have never actually had this. Smoked Porter from Stone Brewery. Kind of a lightweight, 5.9%. This is out of North County, San Diego. And you're supposed to keep it refrigerated. And holy novels, Batman. Yeah, I'm not even... First of all, I guess if an unboxing came with a teaser, thought I knew who it was when I saw Montana on there. Mr. Smartass will at least read this. Eric, I am writing this letter in size 24 font, so you can read it without looking through a scope. Here's another care package from Montana. Enclosed are several local treats, including cold smoke, a Scotch ale, double hall IPA, Eddie Out Pale, perfect IP curious, Bobo's Burst Porter, very nice, Dragon's Breath, the eye drops are for any jizz-related irritation. I'll be sending another care package out for the September shoot. Enjoy. Bulwark, 1911. Yeah, that kind of gets me to a point, and yeah, maybe we should discuss that at another time. There's just a lot of guys have been stepping up and offering to help for the shoot in September. Every single year, you know, me and the Inner Circle boys, you know, we've got, you know, pretty much the guys that I really, now the camera's really pissed off, the guys that I couldn't pull this off without a whole bunch of help. New York Half-Ass Prepper, Jerry, Lone Patriot, Travis, Chris, Alone with Company, Miguel, Gonzalez Firearms. I've already gotten help from Ed. Ed's not even able to be here this year, but there's a lot involved, and a bunch of guys are already stepping up to help, and they encouraged me to put together a PayPal account for the shoot. And you know, this is kind of a teaser. You guys have seen the 50 cal.
Isn't that cool?
That'll be here for your shooting pleasure. And last year we had 150 pounds of in the red exploding targets, and let me say, this year that number, yeah, that number isn't anywhere close. No, there's not going to be 200 pounds. No, there's not going to be 300 pounds. No, there's not going to be 400 pounds. No, there's not going to be 500 pounds. And all that shit takes money. In the red alone is looking at almost $600 just to ship. Shipping alone for the product for this year's shoot. So I guess I sort of did already mention it. I'm gonna put a link down below, and anybody who wants to help, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool also. It's still gonna happen. It's just every single year we try to outdo ourselves with food and fun stuff to shoot, and it's just starts to get a little overwhelming. So I'm gonna leave that as that, and thank Bulwark 1911, and we'll be looking at what's in the box. We'll be looking at that tomorrow, hopefully. So cheers, guys, and I don't want to bust into that right now. We'll see you tomorrow.